Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn here, the GoliveGranny, and I'm live streaming here on Monday, the 1st of March, 2021. Goodness me, a new month 3 of the year. Where did January and February go? Can't believe that we're already into month 3. So I have to apologise that I am late this evening. I'm late for a very important date. So if you're coming in on the live, welcome. If you're coming in on the replay, don't forget to put replay in the comments, and I can catch up with you. Hi Tegan, nice to see you in. Just coming up with the, let's see if we can get this on here. Hello Sarah, nice to see you. Right, let's have a look and let's see. Right, so in a minute we'll get the comments up here. Hi Tracy, hi Rachel, hi everybody. Good evening from Scotland there. Nice to see you all. Let's just have a look and see if we can get the comments coming in shortly. Oh, we will in a minute. Here we go. Right, let's see how everybody is. There we go. Hi Jenny, nice to see you. Hi Janice, Tracy, Sarah, Rachel, Laura, Paul, everybody coming in. Yes, I had a very good family weekend. Excellent. We had nice weather here over the weekend. The family were doing things in the garden. I was watching them through here from the conservatory and doing my knitting while I was watching them, and they were tidying up the garden, ready for the little person to play in the garden during the summer, making it tidier for her. Anyway, I have to apologise that I'm a little bit later than usual. Sarah's dressmaking as well as t-shirt making now. Good evening, Dean. So the reason I was a little bit later than usual was because the little lady, that's my granddaughter, decided that she was going to take hours to get to sleep tonight, and so Mummy didn't come down from putting her down till 9:30, which meant we didn't eat until almost 10 o'clock tonight. It varies as to sometimes we eat before the little lady goes to bed, sometimes we don't. Tonight it was a long session trying to get her to sleep, but never mind, we got there in the end. And actually, so I ate first. My daughter-in-law prepared mine because my food is slightly different from theirs, so she makes me all grain-free food, and mine was ready first, so I had mine, and they've gone to eat theirs in the lounge in front of the TV. So they're having a TV, they're having a program they like to watch, so they're doing a TV supper in there tonight. Hello Yvonne, nice to see you in. Long time no speak, Yvonne. Yvonne and I were chatting on the phone earlier today. So, how was everybody's weekend? I've been knitting. I must be stuffed. Not too bad, fortunately, Richard, but I have only just eaten. But I did have a glass of wine to wash it down with, so, you know, that was fine. I have something interesting to tell you tonight, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do the other interesting bits first. So the other day, of course, I was asking you about pro knitting needles, and I have got my first pair. I've got 2 pairs. Hi Kath, 2 pairs. This is the first pair. These ones came to replace the plastic needles that I was knitting on all the chunky. I was using plastic needles. I don't like plastic needles, but of course when I came away at Christmas I bought some needles, but I didn't know what I was going to be knitting, and I didn't know I was going to be here for 9 or 10 weeks, which is what I've been here already. So sunny weekend and was knitting outside in the garden. Excellent. I was knitting in the conservatory with the garden door open. There we go. Dean's had a busy weekend, done a week's work in 3 days, day off tomorrow, but have a mock exam for your maths. Well, hope that goes well. Poor Sarah's had a fibromyalgia flare up at work, but could hardly move, but you dealt with it. You're okay today. So there we go. Tina's in there as well. I don't know if I saw Tina come in. Anyway, ordered some Pro needles. I've ordered a second pair, so this is the pair that are already out of quarantine. No, it's not a pair, that's only one, of course, but 2 make a pair. So the other one has my knitting on it. Look, purple knitting on purple needles. And this, I had hoped, I was telling Yvonne, I had hoped to finish the back of my cardigan by now, but I didn't. I haven't finished, but I am just at the neck, at the shoulder shaping and the neck shaping. So I've cast off on that side, and I'm just going to go across and cast off on this side. This one seemed to go on forever and ever because I made the cardigan nice and long. I like nice long cardigans. Hey, why's my screen gone off? What's it doing? There we go. Oh right, okay, let's try again on this. I don't know what it thinks it's doing. Let's have another go. Don't know why it's doing, well, I don't know what it's doing. Let's have a look. It's not playing well tonight. Let's have a look. No, I don't know. It's doing strange things. Let's have a look here. No, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I want, let's see. Oh, I don't know. It's gonna play me about. I can tell it's gonna play me up tonight. Never mind. Let's oh, I don't know how to, that's it. Well, let's see. Anyway, don't forget to, right, yes, Yvonne says don't forget Sarah to tell us. I've already seen a little bit of what Sarah's doing. She did ping me some messages because she wanted a little bit of advice, and I hope I was able to help with your project, Sarah. And so I've already had a sneak preview of what she's making, but now I don't know why this screen's going to keep going off. This is daft. Wait a minute, let's have this on. Let's see. Let's see if that will come up. Aha! I've got it properly on now. There we go. That's it. You had your vaccine yesterday afternoon, feeling a bit under the weather last night, and today your arm is very sore. Feel like you flu, taking paracetamol and going to have a hot bath before bed. Hopefully you're feeling better tomorrow, Carol. But obviously good job done having your vaccine done. You know that was a good thing to do. So well done you. So anyway, so Sarah's going to show us her bits and pieces. I'm going to, as I say, this one went on forever and ever. But what do you think of my Go Faster knitting needles? Look, purple knitting needles, and I have replaced my plastic ones with metal ones, and they happen to be purple. That's not why I bought them. I bought them because I thought they were good needles and you recommended them too. So I'm also going to ask some recommendations from you tonight as well, and then I've got something else to tell you. Let's have a look. Right, so hello, Ruby's in the house. Nice to see you. Right, so Sarah's doing okay, but it keeps cutting the thread off, and she keeps having to re-thread her sewing machine needle. A bit of a pain, that, isn't it? Paul's got his jab tomorrow. Good luck on that one, and a blood test on Wednesday. Hope that all goes well. Yes, Dean, you do need to take time out so that you don't get so stressed. You know, just don't overthink things. That's the thing. Don't overthink things. Take things slowly, one step at a time. Yes, they are beautiful needles, Yvonne. They're lovely, and I'm really enjoying them. And I've got another pair of the pro needles. These are called, what were they called? Hang on, I'll tell you. They were called, this is the thing, they were called Knit Pro Zing. It says, for those who love to knit. So they're Knit Pro Zing, and this is a 6mm size. Hello, Becky. VW camper at glamping night site near Carisbrook Priory. Mum had loads of metal needles. All right, okay. Oh, sorry, you'll hopefully be over on the island after lockdown. Excellent. Roadmap targets permitting. Excellent. So that will be, who's that? The Richard's coming over. Excellent, Richard, because I know how you love the Isle of Wight. Cass says, very posh looking needles remind you of a conductor's battle. Absolutely, yes. Right, everyone together. But first of all, I wasn't sure because they're quite heavy. They're metal and they're quite heavy. And of course, this is chunky yarn. So now my knitting is quite heavy. And I'm balancing it on my knee so that I've not got the whole weight hanging down. But first of all, I wasn't sure, but they're way better than the plastic needles. The plastic needles made that the wool was, as I knitted, it was sticking and I couldn't move the stitches along. But I'm falling in love with them now. They've been very good today. I've enjoyed them. So there we go. Very posh. Right. So let's have a look. Right, there we go. Yes, absolutely. Relax is the name of the game, Dean. So just take it one step at a time, baby steps. Don't try and do too much and don't overthink too much. Good evening, Heather. Hope I've had a good day. I've had a good weekend. They're long, Maria. They're 35. I think they're 35 centimeters long. Hang on, let's have a look. Yes, they're 35 centimeters long. Of course, I needed a long needle to be doing the back because I've just cast off all those stitches. So I had to have a long needle to get all these stitches on. So yes, so I needed, when I'm doing toys and things, I like knitting on the little short needles. But I'm very, very pleased with my GoPro. No, not GoPro. Knit Pro Zing. So there we go. Whoa, and there you are. You heard me drop a clanger. I dropped one on the floor. I'll get it afterwards when I need to knit again. So, what else? Sarah's been given circular needles. And so she's going to start doing circular knitting. I've not done circular knitting, so I'm not quite sure. She was asking my advice. I wasn't able to give too much advice, but some of you might be able to give her some advice on that. Hazel's and Knit Pro are wooden and they're fabulous, and I've just realized I've got some Knit Pros at home. When I looked to order these, I saw some, and we had a lovely member of our community who was only with us for a short while, and very kindly she donated me a pair of Knit Pros, but the ones that are sort of, I don't know what they're made out of. They're not wooden and they're not metal, but they're brown with nice colours through them, and that pair that I've got is at home. So I didn't know I was coming away for so long, did I? Didn't bring everything with me, and she donated those to me, and then sadly she passed. So they are a legacy of a lovely member, and when I knit, I always think of that. When I knit with them, I always think of that lovely lady who donated those to me. Ailey's saying she knits with one needle under her arm. Is it? No, I don't think it's a left-handed habit, but you end up with a bend in your needles. I don't knit. I know several people do knit with the needle under their arms. I don't, but I do find I have to be careful what I wear, otherwise the end of the needle catches. And I used to have a lacy top I liked to wear, but it was disaster if I was knitting because the knitting needle would get caught in all the lace. So there we go. You think they are bamboo, Lynn? No, they're not. Well, they don't seem to be bamboo. They seem to be like some sort of resin, I would say plastic, but they're not plastic. But well, we'll have a look. I'll have a look when I go home. Patricia's bought a circular needle but hasn't tried it yet. Okie dokie. So anyway, so that's that's my news about the needles. The other pair of Knit Pros are in quarantine. I think they come out of quarantine tomorrow or the next day, and they are for knitting my granddaughter's next cardigan. So I've mapped out how many things I've got to knit soon. We are also planning my trip home. I'm not going to announce the arrangements, but I do hope to be home in the not too distant future. Okay, hello Janet. Yvonne knits like that with a needle under her arm, and she bends her needles. Well, no, you see, I don't want to bend my needles, and I've never thought of knitting like that. I think we all pick up our own ways, different ways of knitting. Anyway, I have an important announcement, and I'm going to give you some nice news. Some fantastic news, in fact, but I'm not going to give it to you unless I get a whole load of emojis. And it's something I'd be excited to tell you, but I need loads and loads of emojis before I let you know. You've got to knit Pro Circular. All right, Rachel, that's lovely. And hello, Jan, nice to see you in. So if you want to hear the exciting thing I'm going to tell you, then you must let me know. Now I'm not announcing dates of when I'm going home yet. We're just planning. Okay, flags up for Lynn going home soon. Yes, so that's exciting. But there we are, Cass coming in with loads of drum rolls, because this is nothing about going home. It's something else exciting that I want to announce, and I will share. Oh, look, lovely pictures coming in from Patricia. Emojis from Kath and Jan and Becky. Lovely to see all those. And Dean's doing the emoji like this. Laura's putting a bottle of bubbly. Yes, get your bottle of bubblies out. Bottles of bubbly at the ready. Look at all these. So, are you ready for my exciting news? It's exciting news that I've had since Christmas Day, and I wasn't allowed to tell, and then I didn't realise I was allowed to tell now, and I said something today, and I was told I was allowed to tell. So my exciting news is, I should have this. I should have the bubbles. I got to have the bubbles. Got to have the bubbles for the exciting news. Oh, not much in the bubbles thing. Oh, come on. Oh, yes, here we go. So my exciting news is grandchild number 6 is on the way. Yes, Ailey's got it. Grandchild number 6. That's it. Jan's got it as well. I was told on Christmas Day that the next baby in this family, it will be arriving this summer. But it was very early days on Christmas Day, and so we waited, and then we had a scan. They had a scan, and I thought I still wasn't allowed to tell. And so the scan was 2 weeks ago, and I think 2 weeks ago. And so we're about 15 weeks in now, which is exciting news. Thank you, everybody. And I didn't know I was still allowed to tell. I didn't know I was allowed to tell. So today I said, oh, I'm looking forward to when I can tell my community. And they said, you can tell them now. So I thought, that's it. Here we go. So very, very exciting news. And you can imagine I am extremely excited. And of course, one of the things I've been doing while I've been here is allowing my daughter-in-law to have a little nap or a lie down if she needed to, because obviously she's getting a bit more weary and needs a little bit more napping time. That's it. So wonderful news. Thank you. Congratulations to the happy couple and the big sister. Yes, so she's going to be a big sister. My granddaughter's going to be a big sister. She's going to be, the baby will be here by the 29th of August. They are not going over past the 29th of August. So it won't get to my birthday in September. But because of how the pregnancy went last time, by the 29th of August, my next grandchild will be here. So that's grandchild number 6. Aren't I lucky? So very, very exciting times. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. So I will pass on all your congratulations, folks. I will tell them you're very, very happy. Oh yes, Sarah's wedding anniversary that day. Well, so if it, I don't know any more about that. Obviously, we'll wait to hear whether they are, they have a specific date when she will be have to go to the hospital. I don't know, but she did have some issues last time, so hopefully it will all be sorted, and they're keeping a very close eye, so that's very good. Hi, Samantha. So there we go. So, but yes, we will, Laura, we will find out whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. Last time they didn't want to know. This time they do, because when it's number 2, it makes it easier when you're getting they've got to sort out the clothes and all the things, bits and pieces, and they felt it would make it easier if they knew this time what it was, but they didn't know the first time. They didn't want to know. So that was so that's exciting. So I don't know. We need a boy to even up the numbers, because my daughter's got 3 girls and a boy, and we have a girl here, so perhaps we need a boy to even up the numbers. It would be nice if they had one of each, but you know, it is what it is. My granddaughter's going to be 2 years old in she's going to be 2 years old in May. She's going to be 2 years 3 months when the baby is born. The same gap as her daddy and his sister. So my first 2 had the same gap as we'll have here now. Right, so Sarah says she's been married 6 months, if it was 29th of February, but as it's not, it's today. Yes, your 6-month anniversary today, Sarah. That's lovely. Gender reveal balloon. Oh yeah, I know, but gender reveal, all that, I think they won't go in for that gender reveal. I think that becomes a bit too commercialised in my book, but maybe it's okay. I don't know. I don't think they'll want it, but it's up to them. But I don't think probably won't go that route if I know them. They probably don't like balloons very much because they're not good for the environment, and my family here are very environmental friendly. So there we go. The community can knit baby clothing as a new theme. Absolutely, there we go. Lots of baby knitting after knitting all the jumpers. Yes, so I'm trying to finish all the jumpers that I've got wool for here, so that when I go home, I've knitted them and I don't have to post them back again, since the wool is all here. Now any more wool I ordered, like I did order a pack of the for Helen, the Isle of Wool. I ordered what did I order? I ordered the pack, the April pack. She's doing certain packs each month, and I ordered the April pack, but I don't want any more wool here, but you have to order it now, otherwise you won't get the deal. So Ruby is possibly going to be the recipient of my wool until I get home. Thank you, Ruby, for that one. So there we go. So that was my big news, is grandchild number 6. Very exciting times. And then another thing, your new Go Faster needles will be on fire. They will be. Yes, knitting all these things up and getting them all done. But it's been lovely in this conservatory in the day when it's nice and sunny. They open all these blinds up and it's beautifully sunny in here. So I've sat in here on that lovely couch that you've seen, the nice one with all the nice colours. Some of you have seen it in some of the pictures and some of the videos. And the sun streams in and it's lovely. Their garden chairs are all fallen to bits, so don't go and sit out in the garden. But I have this door open, and nice weather comes in here. The nice air, and then I watch out the window. So there we go. Don't leave the blanket till the last minute like you did. No, absolutely not. And in fact, they will use the blanket that I did for the other one, but I might do a smaller one for this baby as well. So Sarah is referring to what happened last time. I had plenty of time to finish my knitting, my baby blanket for the grandchild that's now 2.5. And my daughter-in-law wanted one of those lovely hats, baby hats that comes down with a lovely long tail, the great ones for photo shoots. So I knew I'd got weeks to do them, except that I didn't know that she was going to arrive about 6 weeks early, something like that. And I got caught out, didn't I? And I hadn't finished the baby blanket. So we got the news that she'd arrived, and I thought, well, they wanted the blanket to wrap her in to bring out of hospital. And, she's arrived. How on earth, I can't get it knitted and get it to them before they come out of hospital. Well, that's what I thought. But I got cracking with it, and then they had to stay in hospital. So that bought me time. And then my daughter and I, we came up up together to see them in hospital. And I remember finishing knitting, coming up the motor. My daughter was driving, by the way, I hasten to add. And I was knitting coming up the motorway, and then I was knitting sitting at the bedside in the hospital, and then I was knitting when we got back here, and I finished it, and they did use it to come out in hospital. And then I had to do the hat, and I sat in bed knitting the hat, and I was falling asleep, and I was knitting the hat, and I was falling asleep, but I was determined to finish it because we were going home the next day, my daughter and I. We only came up overnight, and I was absolutely determined that I wanted to finish this hat. I did. I was falling asleep and waking up and falling asleep. I did it. My son then told me that when he went to make the bed, he found a knitting needle in the bed. I'm glad he found it before he got into bed. So there we are. You could knit your grandchildren jumper or cardigan for nursery or school. Yeah, absolutely. I will be doing that, I am sure. You need to make a matching cardigan or jumper to match daddy, mummy, and yeah, absolutely. Because Maria, lots of you are aware that I made my granddaughter a cardigan, then I made her mummy a cardigan to match, and then her daddy wanted a jumper to match, so I will now have to make a diddy one as well. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Kath. I just love doing it, and I love family. Family are my why. You know, they say you always have a why. Well, family are so important to me. Mind you, my community is too. So don't think I don't care about you, but obviously my family is, so precious. So I will be doing some baby knitting. But today, my daughter-in-law and I went down the Pinterest rabbit hole again, because we had a little gap this afternoon when the little one was having a nap. And we were looking, yes, I think she was having a nap. And we were looking at, now, I normally buy t-shirts and things like this. And I thought, this year I think I'm going to make myself some summer tops by knitting or crocheting. And so we were looking down that rabbit hole. We went down the Pinterest rabbit, and we found gorgeous crochet tops. Instead of just boring old t-shirts like this, these amazing, and some of them not very difficult at all. Bearing in mind I'm new to crochet, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a go. So I've now got a Pinterest board that says to do. So all these things are stuck on my to-do board. And some of them won't take long, they'll be very quick, and providing I don't get stuck. If I get stuck, crochet crop tops. I don't tend to have crop tops, I have longer tops than that. But I know if I get stuck, I'm sure that Yvonne will help me. You became a granny, but not the baby way. Your daughter got a puppy. Well, there you are. It's a different sort of enjoyment, but I'm sure you love that puppy just as much. So anyway, so we were having a look at all these gorgeous tops. Some of them we've already got the wool for. Some of them I will get, I'll probably get some cotton for some of the tops, because I haven't done anything. Your days of crop tops are long gone. Yes, mine too. It's a fur baby. It is a fur baby she's got. I will be looking for what sort of cotton I might do some of these tops with. It's just so exciting. So lots of exciting about wool, exciting about babies. And then something else that I'm probably going to get, or I'm going to put on my wish list, or I might get soon, is, and I want all your input on this, because I was chatting to my son. We had quite a good chat. I think one time when mummy and baby, little one, were upstairs, and my son and I were chatting, and they've got Google, one of those gadgets when you say, hey Google, will you do this? Fortunately it's in the other room, so it doesn't start hearing me say, hey Google. So I started asking them about, because they do, it turns things off and turns things on and does all sorts of things. And you will remember that some time ago I asked I asked you about the Amazon Eco Dot, didn't I? I did miss your comments, Sarah. Let's go back. What did you have to say? What did Sarah say? Let's have a look. How far have I got to go back, Sarah? Oh, your next door neighbour is expecting, and you told Harrison there's a baby in her tummy, and he now thinks there's a baby in your tummy, and you can and I can assure you there is not. Okie dokie. Google Assistant. Thank you, Jan. And so I remember asking you some time ago about the Echo Dot, the Amazon one. And then I decided that actually I thought it might make me very lazy if I got the Dot to do things. But having seen what my family do, and having seen what my other son does with his, I'm thinking, do you know what? I think I need one of those. I think it could be very useful to me in a lot of ways. So I want to know, folks, if you've got these gadgets, what do you use them for? Different people use them in different ways. You're so in love, you can't wait till you get a real grandbaby. Okie dokie. Well, I would say I'd share mine, but we don't put our pictures up on social media of our children. That's family rules, that none of the children go up on social media. So unfortunately, I can't share them with you. But I can talk about them. So anyway, folks, who's got a Google Assistant, and who has Amazon Dot, and what are you using them for? Because I want to know all the different ways. My son I was asking him, and he said they're very easy to set up, but I want to know that I'm going to use it well. I decided I would. Google Home Hub, you've got one in your bedroom, and it's fantastic. You have smart light bulbs and can get Google to turn off your lights, and you have smart plugs to install. Love Google Home Hub. Okie dokie. And it has a screen on it, and I can look at your Google Photos, calendar, weather, play games, watch Netflix, and listen to music on it. Righty-ho. So I want to know different things from different people. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go for one. I think I've decided that it's going on my wish list sometime soon. But I just want to know what everybody else is using them for. When your daughter said to her son she had a baby in her tummy, my grandson cried. He thought she had eaten it. Oh, bless. That's the thing, isn't it? Your oldest son once said to me, Mummy, have you been eating too many jelly babies to have a baby in your tummy? Oh, bless. Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings. You could have a whole book of all these wonderful sayings and things. When I left teaching, I meant to have a book where I wrote down all the funny things that the little children said, because I taught little ones, and all the funny things that they said. I'm sure I could have had it published and caused a lot of amusement. You have an Alexa, and you have smart lights and smart plugs, and ask to turn everything on and off. Right, but you see, that's why I wasn't sure if it would make me lazy and if I didn't get up and do things. But I know you can set it for timers and things like that, can't you? And I could set it so that it makes me get up and go for a walk around my flat and back again, or something like that, so that I don't get lazy. There we go. Only use Google on your phone, don't use Google Speaker. Okay, Google Home Hub is about $79 in Argos, and with $3.50. It's so easy to set up, and you would highly recommend. Now, I think my son's got the Google, but he did say at one point the Alexa were apparently better than the Google. So I don't know. We put it out there, and you can tell me, sorry. You've got both. They're easy to use. You don't use them for turning things on and off. You use it for radio, music, timer, alarm, all sorts. You can ask it anything. Yes, excellent. Excellent, Hazel. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get one. Hello, just to say you're going to be offline for a few days. No problem, Bethy. Nice to see you in. Sending you lots of love. Take care. And we look forward to seeing you back when you can come back, Bethy. But in the meantime, lots of love to you. You can ask Google Home Hub questions, and it's such fun listening to the answers. Yes, absolutely. My other son, not the one I'm staying with, but Tristan, he's a great chef, and he asks Google to set a timer when he's timing his food and that sort of thing, and I can see the potential of lots of things. So you have the Amazon Dot, but don't use it very much, mostly as a timer and to ask the occasional question. You have a smart light and plug, but they are quite expensive, so only have one of each. Hubby uses his for talking, books and music. So yeah, lots and lots of potential, I think. You can even have the lights on timer, and Alexa can do anything, even make animal noises and even rude. I don't think I want rude noises. I've got enough people around me, you know, in my community who can make the rude noises and the rude comments. You've got Alexa but never use it. Okay, right, okay. So, and Ailey's saying, go back to the previous conversation of babies, she's saying she was found behind a cabbage patch. Well, I do know that when I was growing up, we actually had, they say, you know, you're found by the gooseberry bush sometimes. We actually had a gooseberry bush in our garden at home, but we didn't find any babies behind it. You believe, add the doorbell to the Google Home Hub and see on the screen who is at your door. Well, I can see who is at my door, you know, through my Ring doorbell and my phone anyway, so I don't know, you know. You've got 2 Amazon Echo Dots and an Echo Show. I play radio stations or music on them most of the time and ask questions. Remind me when I'm cooking things, and if you've got smart plugs, you can ask her to turn things on and off. Well, I did find that very useful the other day because I didn't know how to put the TV off by switching it off, and the family had gone to bed, and so I actually asked Google to switch the TV off and it did. So there we go. You tend to use your phone for what you need. Right, okay, yes. Maria's got the Alexa, used it once and turned it off. You'll use this with technology. My daughter keeps asking for it. Yes, well, you know, technology isn't my greatest thing, but having seen family use them, I really think, I mean, they turn their heating up and down on theirs. They've got lights here that they do all the lights and all the different things, you know. In fact, they've put me on their home assistance while I'm here. And I just thought, I hope I don't mess it up. I don't think I have. You tend to use your, right, hang on. Wait a minute, let's see. You've got the Alexa, oh yeah, wait a minute. Hazel does Alexa to do her shopping list, excellent. But go careful with them too. It can be hacked in and people change it. I think I heard about it some months ago. You've just done that with your TV. What have you just done with your TV? Sorry, I missed what that was a response to. So anyway, right, so I do believe that, I mean, you know, for me, I just thought that maybe when I'm cooking, sometimes I've forgotten that I got something. Although I sit in the same room, I've occasionally forgotten I've got something on the pan, a pan on the cooker. So I think, you know, a timer, setting timers for when my food is cooked might be a good idea. I have been known to set my smoke alarm off because my pan ran dry, and so, you know, that might not be such a good idea. So I might use the, yeah, turn TV off by asking, oh right, yes, okay Sarah, sorry, I forgot what I'd said. Google Home Hub can record voice notes. I do think it would be very useful for me. Best to wait until they are on offer. The one you just bought was only $18.99. Well, Patricia, I know that when I looked before, there was one about £30. I wasn't sure, but my son said that there's a basic one, and then the next one up does more things. So I'm still researching it. So any top tips that any of you can give me will be most usefully digested, and they will be most useful to me in helping me to decide what I'm actually which one I will actually get. Google Home Hub with a screen is fantastic. It's only £79. Okay, I'll talk to my brother, not my brother, my son, about all the different things. So we have some doing Alexa and some doing Google. There we go. You have a 3rd generation one, right? Okay. Lots for me to look at and to find out. I need to ask Alexa or Google what I need to buy and what I need to do with it. Maybe, who knows? But there we go. So anyway, I shall conquer the technology of it. I get there in the end. My son has got Google Assistants. That's what he's got. But he did say that he thought the Alexa ones, I think he said at one point they were supposed to be better than the Google. But I think he obviously looks at, he reads all sorts of things. But there we go. Right, that's when you got yours, when you said they were cheap on Amazon. That's right. The things I make you buy. Don't you blame me, Maria. Do you remember all those months ago? And I wasn't sure that I needed one. So you've got it, and now you don't use it. Is that right, Maria? I think it was Trixie who did it, really. Night, night, Tegan. Okay. Right, so let's have a look. Your mum put in a micro burger once in the microwave, and instead of 60 seconds, put it on for 60 minutes. Oops, burnt the microwave and caused a smell. Oh, no. I have been known when my pans run boiled dry, which is why I think it would be great for that. The trouble is, you see, I get distracted. You got it and didn't need it. But I didn't make you get it, Maria. I didn't buy it, if you remember. I was talking about them, but I didn't actually buy it. So there we go. Yes, so my smoke alarm has been known to go off when my pans run. When I'm doing my cooking sometimes. Not even if a pan's gone dry. Sometimes when I'm just frying something, my smoke alarm goes off. When it's brown, it's done. When it's burnt, it's overdone. When the dinner's served, when the smoke alarm goes off. So there we go. So, right. So thank you for any input. If you think there's other things that I think it might have to time me. You use the alarm on your cooker. Yeah, I've got an alarm on my cooker, but I could set more than one alarm on an Alexa in case the first one doesn't do it enough. Night, night, Carol. Go and have your nice hot bath. Enjoy. I'm looking forward to that. I at home I have grab rails on my bath so that I can get in and out, because now I find it more difficult to get in and out of an ordinary bath. My son and daughter-in-law have a bath here, but they have a shower over the bath. So I've been showering, but the shower went wrong. So it's now strip wash at the sink at the moment, but the new shower has been dispatched, and my son has spoken to somebody to fix it, because he was going to do it, but then there was something he wasn't sure about. So he's going to have somebody come in and fix it this week. So at the moment it's flannels and towels and hot water, but hopefully I'll be able to go in the shower again very soon. So there we go. Perhaps Maria could sell you her Alexa at a good rate. Yeah, but she said I made her buy it, and I didn't. Hi, Crystal. Nice to see you in. You're always putting things on to cook in the evening, then forgetting and burning things, so it's very helpful. Yes, Patricia, I think that would be something good for me. Also, to remind me to get up and get up and have a stretch or something, because when I'm knitting, I sit and knit for a long time, and perhaps I need to get up and walk, maybe walk up and down the flat, to get the exercise, especially if we're still in lockdown at the moment, not going out, who knows what, or just getting up and having a break. I can walk, do my knitting walking along. No, I don't think that's a good idea, because I might chip myself up with it. But with this one, I'm hoping I've got enough wool to finish it, because I extended it. I made it quite a bit longer than the original pattern, but I did have extra wool, so I'm hoping that there's enough wool. I keep looking at it and thinking, is it going to do it? There we go. Did you enjoy your supper? Did you enjoy your supper? A very sleepy son here. So, anyway, we're discussing Alexa and Google at the moment. My audience, my community is suggesting what to use them for. A lot of people are suggesting them as timers, Toby.
It's an expensive timer, though.
Yes, he's saying it's a very expensive timer. So there we go. Yes, I can see there's lots and lots of different uses for them. So I will be looking to see when the offers are on, and One of my community told me that I was talking about this before, talking to my son, folks, and I was debating whether to get one before, and they were on an offer, and I didn't, and one of them did, and she's never used it. Somebody's suggesting she sells it to me. Yes, absolutely. Just like the boiler shenanigans, Richard's chiming in. By the way, Richard, it's lovely to see you in. We have missed you in some of the broadcasts. People were asking after you, but your brother kindly reassured us that you were okay, which was good to know. Recommend Lenovo Smart Clock, FAO.com, with Google and sunrise feature that wakes you up with gradual light. Sometimes when I get up, it might be nearly bedtime. I think my son was going to say that because
already up.
the sun's already well up before I get. In fact, once or twice it's been
afternoon.
It's actually been afternoon. Yes, he's chirping in the background here. Once or twice it's actually been afternoon when I've woken up. But you know, I'm a night owl. I do things late at night. Shift patterns. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So I would night. I have checked the back door. Yes, that's it. And I will hang up the washing.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay. See you tomorrow. Night. There we go. So there we go. If you want to turn all lights off at the same time, you say, Alexa, good night, and it all turns it all off. Right, okay. It's sunrise somewhere in the world. Yes, Richard, you're quite right. It is sunrise somewhere in the world. I can see lots of love coming in, folks. Thank you very much indeed. So there you go. My son is over here in his nice jumper that I knitted him. Yes, I've checked it. I have checked. You just asked me, and I just told you. He's looking very, very sleepy, but I think he was up early with the little person this morning. For some reason you're feeling very tired. Could go to sleep quite easily. Aha. And Crystal, I understand you've got some lovely wool. Where did you get it? Did you get it from Isle of Wight? No, switch it off. Yes, so... oh, Yvonne's... Oh, he's gone. He's gone, Yvonne. I'll give... yeah, I will. I don't know if he's coming back in. If he comes back in, I'll say congratulations. If not, I'll give him his congratulations in the morning. I think my daughter-in-law's already gone up. So there we go. Anyway, so what an exciting day. Exciting news. But it's news that I was bursting to tell, but would not tell until I was told I was allowed to tell. Isle of Wool, yes. What wool did you get, Crystal? Sarah's got another stitching Elmer's. I will, Kath, I will pass on all your congratulations. Absolutely. Sarah's got another Stitching Elmer's. What's coming from Stitching Elmer's for you, and what sort of wool did you get, Crystal? I'm looking forward to my my April parcel from Isle of Wight. It's going to be it's a pack of Aran. It's £25, and there's a good deal. So, but we don't know until it arrives. I don't know what will be in it. So there we go. Lots of love coming up the side there. Thank you very much. So, I don't think we've got any birthdays today, have we? Nobody's told me any birthdays today. And Yvonne is saying she's got some books ordered from Search Press. What did you order from Search Press, Yvonne? Do you like this colour headband, folks? My granddaughter loves these, and she took it off me today. And she had a dress that matched it. She's very good at matching colours, so I don't know whether it's you've got 18 balls for £18. Ah, she got the same wool as I did, probably. It was the deal I got. So there we go. There was a great art installation in Birmingham Gallery that had 2 video screens back to back showing recorded real-time sunrise in Azores, or on screen in corresponding sunset Australia. On the other screen reminds you a solstice eve on Glastonbury tour with sun setting as full moon. Right, okie dokie. Sunset, sunrise, sunset. Oh no, that's a song. Isn't that a song from Fiddler on the Roof? But I won't try and sing it. Oh wow. So Yvonne, we will be celebrating Yvonne's anniversary tomorrow. Yvonne and Bill, 25 years married, silver wedding anniversary. You didn't tell me, only just told me. Right, okay, I just know now. So hopefully you have a lovely day. Have you got cake, Yvonne? This is the thing. You know, it's difficult to have the celebrations at the moment, but if you have cake, then, you know, you can celebrate with cake. Your brand new paisley pattern face mask arrived today with one more to come soon. Bring back the old box TV with 3 buttons. New technology beats Ailey. Bless. My favourite colour. Yes, Crystal. So you and I have got the same wool. We've got the same wool there. More fabric wadding and animal fabric kit. Going to make Harrison a quilt and more of that bonbon wool. You showed us all you need. All you need is a toddler jumper pattern now. There are loads of toddler jumpers on Pinterest and lots of free ones, Sarah. Go down the Pinterest rabbit hole and find them. There's loads and loads there. It is indeed from the... I thought it was from Fiddler on Ruth. See, that's one of the questions I would get right on a quiz programme. I do get some of them right. Thank you. Right, you got a puppet with moving mouth yesterday on eBay for using with TikTok videos. It's a dance. Oh, very nice too. Cake with those silver balls. Yes, absolutely, because it's a silver wedding anniversary of 25, isn't it? Thanks, Lynn, for sharing Captain Tom's service on Saturday. You didn't know it was being broadcast. Well, we have Sarah to thanks, because I think... I'm not sure whether I already spotted it or whether Sarah shared it with me. I know Sarah did share it with me, but I might have already been watching. I can't remember which way round it was. And I spotted, you know, I thought, oh gosh. And it was a wonderful. Who else watched Captain Tom's service? It was an amazing service. With, you know, it was just so thoughtful and so well done. It was really good. You thought the daughter he lived with gave a very lovely and heartfelt obituary. Yes, I thought all the family read some wonderful things, didn't they? It was absolutely wonderful. A real good send-off for Captain Tom. Absolutely. Silver sprinkles. Yes, Yvonne's saying they break your teeth, those little silver balls that you put on cakes. It was shared to you by your celebrant community as it was celebrant-led. Okay, that's great. I was already watching it. That's it. Oh yes, that's right. But you know, I never mind. I never mind something like that. If I'm already watching it and somebody shares it, I would rather you shared it and I'd got to know about it more than once than not knowing about it at all. So I actually watched most of it while it was actually live. I had to cut off because it was dinner time and then watched the last part. So I heard the first daughter do her reading and that side of and the grandson read a poem, and then I got called for lunch. So then when I came back it was still going on, so I watched the end of it. That was, you know, as the curtains came round and that bit. And then I went back to watch the bit where the other daughter and her children read it. Yes, oh yes, Janice, that poem from the granddaughter was amazing. They were all amazing. It was just so special. Special service for a special person. So there we go. I'm glad. Yeah, all the tributes were wonderful. They were indeed. And yes, rest in peace, Captain Tom. Wonderful service. Loved the poem. It was just, and what a beautiful day it was. A beautiful sunny day, you know. I'm glad it was a sunny day. When my grandmother was buried, my grandmother's funeral, my maternal grandmother, I don't know if I've told you this story before. It was like a comedy of errors, this her funeral. It poured with rain. So the flat that she and my step-grandfather lived in was round the corner from the church. So we walked from the flat round to the church. But halfway round, the heavens absolutely opened. I'd got a hat, but my hat was in my bag, fortunately. I think I knew it was going to rain, so I kept my hat in my bag till I got to the church. Got to the church, absolutely drenched, like a drowned rat. rain coming down, dripping off my nose, soaked. We got soaked. And then when the pallbearers came in and put the coffin on it was they had some those sort of things. It was going on those things that what do you call those things? Stands. I don't know what you call them. Anyway, the pallbearers nearly knocked the stand over. So that had us giggling, because we are a family of gigglers. Even in sad situations, we still find things to giggle about. And then, when it was time to go out of the church, my mum came out of the pew and her handbag got caught round the end of the pew and nearly pinged her. And then the hearse taking my gran, she was going to be buried up country, and to go, she wanted to be buried in a family plot up country, and the hearse took off up the road at 70 miles an hour. You don't tend to think of hearses going at 70 miles an hour, but it did. And then when it got to the place where the cemetery was, the funeral people, the guys, driving the funeral car, couldn't find the cemetery. We were looking for the cemetery for ages. We had to go and find somebody who knew where the cemetery was. It was a whole comedy of errors, that one was. So it was, a bit of a to-do. So there we go. And anyway, I just was so glad it was such a nice, bright, sunny day. Let's have a look. Now, I missed some comments here. Let's go back. A wonderful service. You loved the poem his granddaughter read. Scottish singer Sidney Devine sadly passed away recently, and the Pavilion Theatre in Glasgow had his mic stand in the middle of the stage and put flowers, etc. around it that the public left outside. His funeral was the other day, and apparently it was lovely. Excellent. Maria was in tears. She got so emotional at things like that and couldn't watch much of it. Oh, bless you, Maria. Bless you indeed. Janice, the Magician poem, it was wonderful, that poem, wasn't it? I'd like to read that again. I'm sure we can find it online somewhere. Sarah watched some of it as she was busy cooking roast lamb in your air fryer. Then we rearranged Harrison's bedroom. I saw that you've been doing that. Do people know about the new English NHS app? Not the COVID one, but one which links to your doctors for booking appointments and prescriptions. I don't know if they do. Who knows about the NHS app, folks? Cass said she cried all the way through the funeral. And Andrew's suggesting that an app like that would be useful in Scotland. Richard's mum's funeral was also a rainy day, but when you emerged to Louis Armstrong track It's a Wonderful World, it turned sunny with a beautiful rainbow. Ah, what a lovely sort of tribute. Actually, something else that happened. That's right. When we finally found the cemetery, so of course we were following the hearse as well. When we found the cemetery, we had to wait because the dignitaries that we needed to do whatever, to supervise and do the little readings and things you do at the graveside, wasn't there. We had ages to wait, and by this time it was very windy too, and we hadn't had much to eat, and my brother and I, not David, my other brother and I, we hadn't had much to eat, and we had only walnut whips in a bag. And so I always think of my grand's funeral when I see walnut whips, and so we shared these walnut whips, and then we were sitting in the car and the wind was howling round the the graveyard, and the car was rocking. It was what a day. It was a January day, and a very wet and windy January day, but we did have walnut whips. So let's have a look. Right, let's go back. Let's have a look. Right, just England at the moment with the app. Right, so happy silver wedding. Right, so how was Yvonne going to celebrate her silver wedding? I didn't see that bit. I missed it. Just a nice meal and a bottle of wine. Well, that sounds like a good plan. Excellent. So let's go on. looking at Facebook while listening to this broadcast on your phone, and there is a 99-year-old lady still working away in McDonald's and will be working on her 100th birthday. Wow. Talking of people 99 years old, did you see that Prince Philip has been moved to another hospital? Hopefully we you know, he will recover okay, so we wish him well, obviously. Janice makes all her appointments and order your prescriptions online. It saves so much time as the phone is always engaged. What's an air fryer? Ailey wants to know what an air fryer is. Sarah, if you can do that. When your dad died, he was a big man. He was too heavy to be carried, so he was wheeled in and out of the church. It's facing cows. It's on a hill. They had to park at the bottom of the hill where the church is. They wheeled him up, fine going down. They had to put all this. They wheeled him up, fine. Going down, they had to put all their strength into not letting him go down too fast. You had images of him. Oh my goodness, absolutely. It's a bit like Carry On Funeral, one of the, you know, the Carry On films, isn't it? You know, I think some of these comedies probably could make a great book out of all this. Maria's makes her appointments and prescriptions online now. It's great, especially as you don't like talking on the phone. Oh, bless you, Maria. Flying down and skimming into the road were the visions that Sarah had of at her father's funeral. You've lost a dear friend to cancer, and our lovely site supervisor at school died of COVID both in the last 3 weeks, so you are a bit emotional. No, I'm not surprised, Kath. Let's send a lot of love to Kath, who's feeling obviously very emotional at the moment. Lots of love, lots of hugs, lots and lots of hugs. Virtual hugs, of course, but here we are. I'm doing a virtual hug for you, Kath. Right, let's have a look. The air fryer is essentially an amped up countertop convection oven, but there's a difference between air frying and baking. Patented by Philips Electronics Company, the small appliance claims, here we go, we get a good thank you for telling us this, claims to mimic the results of deep frying with nothing more than hot air and little or no oil. This gadget has surged in popularity over the last few years. Nearly 40% of US homes had one as of July 2020, according to the market research from the NPD group. There are all kinds of things you can air fry, from frozen chicken wings and homemade French fries to roasted vegetables and fresh baked cookies. So thank you very much for that, Becky. Crystal says, I don't know what to knit with the wool. I may do something for Ola, your new granddaughter. I'm going to make myself a cardigan out of it. It's very much my colour, Crystal, so I'm going to make myself a cardigan out of it. I haven't got a pattern yet. I've got to have a look and see. Becky has an air fryer and she thinks it's wonderful. Janet is saying she thinks of an air fryer as an adult-sized easy bake oven. So there we go. And then all of a sudden it tells me Rachel's watching, Janice is watching, Emma's watching, Hazel's watching, Sarah's watching, Ailey has put some flags, Scottish flags and hearts in, Jenny's watching, Laura's watching, Ailey's watching. So Facebook's doing its funny things again of telling me who's watching, even though I know you're watching because you're commenting. So that's mad, isn't it? Anyway, folks, I think I'm going to finish up in a minute. I'm going to try and just finish casting off the back of my jumper, and then I have got part of one front, part of the right front to finish, and one sleeve, and then it shouldn't be, you know, shouldn't be too far off being ready to be put together. I'm looking forward to having my own new knitted cardigan. So there we go. And then, as I say, I'm planning what I'm using all the other wool that I've got here for. I've got loads of projects to do, and I haven't got that long left here. I think I've got more projects to do than I've got time to do them. Maybe not. Maybe with my Go Faster needles, I might do them even quicker. So, folks, I am going to finish the broadcast there. Do a little bit of knitting. And I think I might have a hot drink. I think I might make myself a cup of tea and get to bed not too late tonight. I think I might just get an earlier night. So night, everybody. Take care. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. And, you know, we are getting lots more shares than we used to. And Crystal's just telling me she's got an air fryer but never tried roast lamb in it. There you go. Now maybe that you will think of doing that. Who knows? This group is so good for sharing ideas. Good night, everybody. Night, night. So there we go. Stay safe. You know, be sensible, everybody. Stay safe. And a few hours till it's Becky's bedtime, because of course they're behind us in the States, and Australia, they're just starting their day, so they're ahead of us. So Hazel is ahead of us. But whatever time of day it is, go and do what you need to do. Have a lovely time, and let's meet up again back here in about 23 hours time. And Crystal's put the moon up, and if my granddaughter saw that, she'd want it. She loves the moon. And Ailey's saying, if you can't be good, be careful. Okay. Night, night. Thanks again. See you soon. Take care. Bye.